And here we are for the first round, and we got a classic Eldrazi hand. Temple, Temple, Smasher, Endbringer, Reshaper. You wouldn't be able to tell we were Kowalski's build. This looks more like the mono-color Eldrazi decks. We're going to start off with Temple. If we hit a Thought-Knot Seer, or one-off Thought-Knot Seer, we want to be able to cast it. This might be the downside to Bloodbraid Elf. This is the first time I've played this deck, but there's a very distinct possibility the mana doesn't actually allow you to consistently cast a card. Okay, certainly Affinity has a good chance of outrunning this hand. If we find actual red mana, we have a lot better chance. Ugh. Okay. Let's reshape this game. It's nice that this is a Memnite, not something like an Ornithopter, so we can get the block in if necessary. But if they have something like a Cranial Plating, this might be over pretty fast. There it is. So we can go Smasher, swing for 8. But winning a race is going to be pretty difficult. Yeah, I think I name Eldrazi. I don't need to name Eldrazi. I can name... I just want to check, what Noble Hierarch is. I think it's a human. Yeah, human druid. So we're going to get in with the Smasher, but then we're going to try and hold back this Mana Shaper, I think. We could get in for 8. Problem is they're not going to deal themselves damage. Otherwise, I'd go 8 damage, try and draw a red spell. But I think I want this to block the Memnite. I think stopping 2 damage is more important since we only get to 19. The way we're looking at it. Ooh, that's gross. Okay, that makes it pretty much impossible to race. Maybe we can get Endbringer online fast enough if we hit a land here. And another... Okay, he's moving this. Well, that's Endbringer mana, and it's going to be mana for this Lightning Bolt. Ooh, pretty interested in opponent trading there. That's pretty great for us. We're on a high life total. We're going to get Endbringer down here. Have a second one in hand. We could shock there to get Ancient Stirrings in play, but I think between Endbringer and Bolt we can put a finish to this game. So I'm not interested in taking more damage and possibly dying to like another Cranial Plating or something like that. Or opponent being able to switch Cranial Platings around multiple times. So I'm going to stay like this. Okay, let's see what opponents got. Again, pretty happy with that block. I think another flying attacker there would have been hard for us to race. Though they don't have an answer to this Endbringer, which there's a decent chance they don't. We can get there. Ooh, we could die to poison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. If they're not tapping any other mana, we're not dying to poison. That was probably our best chance of dying. So now we just have to continuously keep up Endbringer. That we can just attack in it on taps. I think I want to play this. I don't really want to tap out for Endbringer. I want to leave up the mana. Don't want to use an ability. I can just shoot this now and untap. I could shoot this, attack, untap this. That seems pretty great. Not gonna lie. Sorry, not attack, only attack with one creature. But it gets to be Noble Hierarch, which gets us green mana next turn, gets us in for 4, opponent goes to 10. We untap Endbringer, and then we have multiple ways to stop them from killing us, and we end up in a pretty good position here. Our sideboard's also pretty stacked for this matchup. Our Ancient Grudges, Natural State, and a Kozilek's Return, all which you can get Bloodbraided into. I haven't seen Glintless Crane in a while. Let's see what old Glinty gets. Springreaf Drum, not exactly setting the world ablaze here. They play the drum. They have double black now, worth noting. So I can just ping this end of turn. Attack for 8. Let them chump if they want. And if they don't chump, they die. I could have, I guess, Stirrings there to maybe hit a Smasher. Because then I would certainly have lethal. I assume they weren't going to block, because I think if they're blocking is a way not to lose. Blocking is a way they're not losing, but they're not winning either by blocking, so I assume they weren't going to. But we should have Stirrings and tried to hit a Smasher. Okay, here, Grudges, Return, and we can add this one Explosive. Since Explosives for 2 is something genuinely we're interested in this matchup, I think Obligators are something we're not interested in this matchup. Oh, sorry, Natural States for Dismembers as well, taking damage. Having more removal spells might be smart, but taking damage does not seem like something we're interested in. So maybe we want to keep one and remove Thought-Knot Seer. Is that a thing we want? No, I'm fine with one Thought-Knot Seer. We do have Scavenging Ooze to gain back life, so maybe we should keep these Dismembers, but I think I'm happy with this. Okay, this hand is fantastic. Turn 1 Noble. We can even do it without taking damage if we really wanted, but I don't think that's necessary. No 1-drop. Nice, don't even need to take damage here. They have good shot maybe for this. Affinity is a deck I think is going to get much worse with the changes, because I think Affinity is bad against control decks. So blue-white it's okay against, but I still don't think great, and it's definitely very bad against Jeskai. Jace just confounds that because while he himself being a 4-drop that draws cards isn't that relevant against Affinity, and you're tapping out and giving them this like opportunity, him being able to find more hate cards, I think is what you're scared of. So I think I just want to Lightning Bolt this, keep my Grudge, and that way I can also cast Ooze. We might see our first Bloodbraid spin. And we get Ooze. More likely next turn we get the Ancient Grudge, and eat something with Ooze and a get in for 4. That is a sweet island. I've never seen that before. Overseer. So they could have Stubborn Denial, but that doesn't really do anything. We do not want to trade. I think Ooze is more valuable than a 2/2 Mem Knight. Nice, so now we can just get red Painless Mana. And we can just do this. This also plays on Spell Pierce. And I think we just activate it once and keep up this flashback for an Ancient Grudge. Gotta say, so far this deck seems mega sweet. Though we have not actually cast a Bloodbraid Elf. So I don't think it's because of that. But this deck did seem very good on coverage. Next turn this becomes a 4-4 and we can possibly get in for 5. Or we can Bloodbraid Elf and keep up the Grudge. Plating, they need 1 mana to equip it. Sure, while this is happening, while they don't have another chance to play a land, I'm just going to kill this Plating. Though that seems like a bait spell. Like they want to do something else. Maybe they have a second Plating. Let's just name Eldrazi. I don't think it matters what we name there. In for 8. They're left on 8, and we have a Bloodbraid Elf coming up. This deck has some nice disruption, and on top of it, has a very fast clock. Turns around and beats you very fast. I like it. One game in against a matchup that I think is good, and I'm pronouncing it's fantastic. Unbeatable. Bloodbraid Elf cascades into... Okay, our worst hit. Still fine, though. Still not completely terrible, though not good either. A hasty 3-2 is still fine. They can get in front of it. But they probably need to get in front of it with Memnite and then also block something with this. Or they have a bounce spell here, so I'm just going to pass priority. They can maybe bounce Smasher. Now they just take 8. Okay, so that was pretty clinical. Opponent didn't get off to the fastest of starts, and we had answers to their threats. One Ancient Grudge taking out Overseer and a Cranial Plating, and we had a Lightning Bolt for a Ravager. They didn't have much of a chance, and it seems like a pretty good matchup for us. So, well, it's nice to have a good matchup against Affinity, because I think it's always going to be there, even if I think it's bad or good in the metagame. Not something to phone home about yet. On to the next round.